Dan doe je het voor toch? Het kampioenschap. Die derde ster hier ook. Die derde ster. Hier ook. Die derde ster man. Dan doe je het voor. Die derde ster.
Benieuwd wat hij ervoor doet, maar wel dat hij zich onnodig druk maken.
Heerenveen.
Oh man, what an intro! What a intro to this aftermath of AJAX, and they say we back in the house. Word up, no. That's the passion that we haven't seen at AJAX for quite some time. Even with the fans, like that passion that you saw right there on the intro, man. Like that guy, he was talking about, I think it was like 2008, 2009, when Marco van Basten was our manager, and we lost against Heerenveen, right? And that meant we were not going to be champions. That was during our 7-year drought, title drought that we had, right? And that was Marco van Basten as a manager, one of the greatest players of all time, not only for Ajax but just in football in general, man. And that fan was giving him all kinds of verbal ass whoopings. Not that he was cussing him out, but he called him a goofball, basically. In Dutch, it's a pannenkoek, but it's a pancake, but it's more like an insult, like a goofball or a fool, right? Yeah, he told him like, no, we're not going to be champions now. We're not going to be champions. And some guy, some steward or whatever, was talking about like, it's just a game. It's just a game. And then he was just like, nah, hey, you're doing it for the third star. You're doing it for the badge. You know, that's what you play for. You play for the badge. You play for the third star. But because at the time we didn't have no 30 championships yet, so it was like we were stuck at 29 championships. And he was like, yeah, you do it for the third star. No, you do it for the badge. You know, sometimes like I still go back to that video that y'all saw in the intro. No, that passion, that fan display, that's the same passion that I have when it comes to like not only Ajax but Arsenal as well, and even Barcelona sometimes, you know, because like too many fans and too many of these players are just getting pampered. They're not playing with the fire and desire that I'm used to, or just don't have it. Like players nowadays are mercenaries most of the time anyway, you know. A lot of players are mercenaries. They want to get their money, right? They don't want to, they want to get their PR. They are brands now. They're not really football players anymore. But that's a story for another time. But it's like it's same. If I look at Ajax, they just, we just don't have players that care for the club anymore. It's just like, cool, I'm here. No, let me show out, and they don't show out anyway. But it's just sad. No, it's sad, and it's that fan is a reflection of what the fan base used to be, what Ajax used to be. The standard was high. No, the standard was high. Even in the dire times, the standard was high. And unfortunately, it's not the case. After the game against NEC, right, 1-1. A lot of what I was said specifically by the captain of the game, not David Klaassen. He didn't play, fortunately, but Yuri Baas. And this is what he said, though. I'm not going to play the clip because I saw the clip, but I don't want to get copyrighted and all this stuff. So I'm going to share some of the transcripts of what he said. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel, like, and share the video, man. And here it is, like Yuri Baas, right? It's in Dutch. So after the game, right? It said like for the AJAX dominated in the first 45 minutes, and second half, NEC Nijmegen, they dominated, definitely did. Yuri was fine with it after game. He said, like, in general, we played pretty well. We did pretty well. We played solid. Compared to the away game against NSA, we did a lot better. They're gonna play the long ball. You're gonna play long ball a lot against NSA. And we also came to an agreement that we have to set a low block, like push further back. Was it? Wait, sorry, peoples. Sorry, peoples. Sorry, peoples. I got interrupted, but yeah. So that's what Yuri said. So he said what bothered me the most was in general, we did pretty well. Yuri Boss, just for that comment alone, you do not deserve to wear the AJAX shirt. I don't give a fuck if last year was one of the cornerstones. I don't give a fuck if right now you're one of the best players. Do you know who you play for? Yuri Boss. Do you know what the badge says? Do you know how many stars are on the badge? That goes back to the intro that I just played. Or in general, we did pretty well against NEC. With all due respect, NEC is having an amazing season. They're playing great football, right? They do. And I got to give them props. They're having a great season, you know what I'm saying? They're performing well. You could say they're overperforming, but nevertheless, they're having a good season. But, bro, I've seen NEC lose a lot more when they come to the arena and not outplay us. I've seen games where they won, like last year, right? And I think 2014, 2015, I also think they won in the arena. But for the most part, I've seen them getting played out the arena, getting sent back 3-0 or 4-1 or 5-2, whatever you can think of. I've seen them get sent back to Nijmegen with an ass whooping. This is you're saying it's like as if you just played against Real Madrid or something like that. Have some shame, Yuri Bas, and he was the captain of the game. He was wearing the captain's armband. That's the captain now. That's Odegaard mentality. That is Odegaard mentality. Oh, we did pretty well. Oh, if you cannot win, don't lose the game. Yuri Bas, do you think that you could have said something like that in the era of Johan Cruyff, Jacques Zwart, Piet Keizer, Ruud Krol, Barry Hulshoff, right? With Rinus Michels as a manager. Do you think you could have said that, right? Not winning with big numbers at home, playing with passion at home. Do you think that you could have said that in the era of Simon Tahamata, Gerald Vandenburg, Chola Ling? Do you think you could have said that around Marco van Basten, Frank Rijkaard, Robbie de Wit? Do you think you could have said that in the era of Bergkamp, Brian Roy, Aaron Winter, Stefan Pettersson? Do you think you could have said that in the time of Clarence Seedorf, Eckhard Davis, Patrick Kluivert, Michael Reiziger, Danny Blind? right? From the Boer brothers, right? The Boer twins. Yari Nietmannen. Do you think it could have said that around Wesley Sneijder, Van der Vaart, Zlatan, Mido? Do you think that you could have said that? Do you think you could have said that in a team of Christian Eriksen, Siem de Jong, Vertongen, Alderweireld, Daley Blind? Do you think you could have said that in a team of Ziyech, Tadic, and Schöne, Matthijs de Ligt, and Masraoui, and the last championship winning team, Anthony, Alvarez, also Tadic still, Gravenberg, Martinez, and Timber? Do you think you could have said that? With the way you played, with the way you showed passion, well, you didn't show no passion, but the way that you displayed the fight, do you think that you could have gone away with bullshit comments like that with players that I've just named that put their heart and soul whenever they stepped on the pitch and did whatever it takes to win because they understood which club they're playing for and understood a draw or loss at home against NEC Nijmegen is not tolerated. You are lucky that you're able to play not only for this club, but you're able to get away with this because the standard is low. Because y'all got too comfortable. Y'all want to lower the ball. Y'all want Ajax to turn into the club that y'all faced, NEC. No high expectations. Yudi Boss, if I was the manager, bro, you would not see another game with those commas until you prove otherwise. You have to work 10 times harder under me for you to come back into the starting lineup with these comments because I know which club I would manage. I know what it takes to be not only play for Ajax, but to manage Ajax as well and to be a fan. And that is not tolerated, my nigga. That is not tolerated for you to say, oh, in general, we did pretty well. You did not do pretty well. You did not. You should be embarrassed. You should not be saying, oh, okay. Save that for Martin Odegaard and Mikel Arteta. Because they love to like, if we don't lose, oh no, if we don't win, let's not lose, or we're gonna play for a draw. You do it over there. Not here. Never here. Never. Should never be tolerated. Never. And if the club is serious, sell them after the season. Sell them. Because this is the type of mentality that I do not want. If he stays here, and he better get rid of that mentality. Because the next coach that comes in better keeps these players in check, better sets the standard that is Ajax. Bring the standard back. Because players like these are dangerous. Players like Yuri Bas are dangerous for Ajax. And I'm going to tell you why. It starts with this. There was a clip that I just saw of a youth coach back in the day. I think somewhere in the 2000s, right? It was a documentary of the Ajax Youth Academy, right? And it was a coach, I forgot his name, and he was talking to the kids after the game or after the training, right? And he was telling the kids a slogan, right? So he said to the kids to repeat after him, at Ajax, we are never, and the kids will say, never satisfied. And there were some kids that say, always good. Those are the kids with the raw mentality that say, always good. That means you're getting comfortable. The right slogan was, at Ajax, we are never satisfied. That used to be the barometer of Ajax, right? The standard, right? Oh yeah, we are never satisfied. But you can tell by the youth how the youth academy is now. The youth academy used to be one of the best youth academies in the world, and now because they have the mentality of the kids who said we are always good. Look at the youth academy now. Look at young AJAX, the second team. How embarrassing that is. They get so much days off. They're being nonchalant. They're not working hard. They're not improving because the mentality of a few kids that said always good overruled the majority that said never satisfied. And now you have this, a team that is satisfied with a 1-1 draw at home. Meanwhile, they didn't really play that well. And NEC could have won the game if it wasn't for Martin Paz. Yet you had 5'9" Keon Fish Jim defending Kaplan during the set pieces. What is going on here, man? This is embarrassing. Embarrassing, peoples. You know what I'm saying? And this manager right here, well, wait, sorry. This manager right here should not see another game. I'm sorry. Just get the new manager in for next season. Just get him in right now, so we at least can build to something. Don't wait for the summer. Just work on it now. This guy was just back in the day. He was just a reserve goalkeeper, and instead of I just not learning for the past few years. It just keep like bringing in the manager, right? That they think that's gonna be the guy, and then they're actually not the guy. You could see that from a mile away, and then they're bringing in all these interims that just like manage the team like they're on airplane mode, like they're somewhere in the Ibiza or whatever, or Tenerife, just playing like they're on a playing ground or something. Like just have them like, bro. Honestly, Fred Grim, cool, might be a cool guy, but there's no way. There's no way you should see another game. I just keep making the same mistake over and over again with these interims, man. Show van een schip. Heitinga. And now Fred Grim. Instead of getting the manager in for the future that actually is the guy. But I don't know what Jordi Cruijff's plan is, though. Because I think Jordi Cruijff is definitely looking for a Spanish manager, and whoever he has in sight probably still has a club. Probably Sarabia, right? Or Perez, Michel. Maybe those three, one of the three. And maybe Xavi still on a sabbatical. I don't know. But I just hope that Jordi Cruijff gets the next appointment right. Because if not, I don't know who else is going to be the guy after Jordi Cruijff that's going to help us bring us back. Because it's just flaw after flaw, mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. It just keeps getting badder and badder. It just keeps getting worse. I have no hope. If Jordi Cruijff fails, I just have no hope for this club anymore. If Jordi Cruijff is not able to bring in the right people and the manager, and I'm not only talking about the manager, I'm also talking about the players, I just have no clue then we might as well just fold the club and you know, I will be the next Palermo, right? Or Parma. Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, like those clubs that were so incredible back in the day, and then all of a sudden they folded. Schalke, right? Schalke, like who else? Bordeaux, Marseille, Man United, Deportivo La Coruña. Valencia, like, like the clubs were so big back in the day, and then Sampdoria, AC Milan, Saint-Etienne. Yep, Saint-Etienne. Right, shout out to my guy, Deontay, man, in the house, of course. You know, like they will go that route. They will go that route, and then PSV will probably be the new record champions. And how great is that for this country? How great is that for football to see PSV become the record champions of the Netherlands, a club that has no identity like Ajax. Ajax at least has an identity, I guess. Even Feyenoord, PSV just exists. I'm hating on PSV now. I don't give a fuck. I always will hate these motherfuckers, man. I just don't like them. But like, honestly, man, I have no clue if Jordi Cruyff fails. If he fails, I just don't know what's going to happen with this club. Then it might turn into Tottenham, get relegated soon. Oh, in a few years. Because the club is going so far back, right? It's because of all the mismanaging. And Van der Sar, I saw something today about Van der Sar. He had an interview, I think, right? And he was talking, and I felt like, bro, you're one to talk. With all due respect, you a legend of the club, right? One of my favorite goalkeepers of all time, you know? But bro, you are responsible for this mess. You and plenty of others are responsible for this mess. You are not the one to talk. You should not come out and talk about this club and what's going on because you are responsible. And I haven't seen you even apologize. I have not seen no apologies. I have not seen you take accountability for what you have done to this Ajax. We had I think he had some sort of a stroke a few years ago, which of course, like, I don't wish death on Van der Sar. Like, bro, you know, I hope he's healthy and all this stuff, right? Cool and all. But ever since then, we haven't seen him take accountability for all the mistakes he made. Him, Overmars, and plenty of others. Now they just get fired or walk away and not take accountability at all after that. Not missing Todd, that scammer, right? Not others that were in the board directors. Nobody's taking accountability at this club, man. Even the players. Now they say, oh, we did pretty well. David Klaassen always talking in circles. I don't see him taking accountability. Steven Berghuis, right? He don't take accountability because if he did, he would not hide in Dubai for months, just hiding in Dubai. I thought I would have seen him there when I was there 2 weeks ago. But now all of a sudden he's back on the pitch. Meanwhile, we just bought a guy from Argentina, Carrizo, quite a guy with pace, right? That's fast. You're playing against NEC, so you need a guy that goes deep, right? Instead, you bring in slow ass Steven Berghuis. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people talk about and Ajax, we're gonna give Carrizo time to like adjust the Ajax. Fuck all that. This is not the time to adjust. What adjust to what? What the Ajax game, the Ajax spell, the way Ajax plays? We don't even play like the way Ajax plays. As a matter of fact, the way that we play is kind of outdated. It is. It's outdated. It's not the modern way we're playing anymore. The last time we played the Ajax way and was modern was under Ten Hag. Now I'm playing the Asian way that hasn't worked for years now. And that's the problem with not only this motherfucking club, but this motherfucking country as well. Dutch people is really a Dutch thing. I see it in everyday life as well. Dutch people always think they know it better They always think that whatever when they invented something or whatever it is, that's the way to go forward, and not modernize it, or just not improve it, not make it better, not get with the times. No, oh, I like it this way, so I'm going to do it this way. Know what I'm saying? Same with cultures or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they love the Surinamese food or the Indonesian food or whatever it is. Oh, but I'm gonna put my Dutch twist on it, right? And that's the way we're gonna have it, and that's the way I'm gonna serve it at a restaurant or at sell it at the Albert Heijn, right? Or the supermarket, or you know, and that's the way we eat it. You saw last season with Farioli, right? Italian manager coming in, fresh guy, right? Fresh new ideas, fresh type of style of football. Yes, defensive, but it was necessary because we did not have the players. We didn't have the players, right? And here comes people on the board, right? Dutch people trying to sabotage him with, oh, you have to play our way. Why? Oh, because that is how we want it. Fadioli telling you, no, we cannot do it because that's not the way I can play with these plays. I just cannot play that way. No, you have to play that way because that's how we want it, and that is our philosophy. And if you don't like it, you can get out of here. And he packed his bags, went to Porto, and now he's on the verge of winning a title. That stubborn Dutch. No, it's not even stubborn anymore. It's just ignorance. That ignorant Dutch mentality that we have over here of, oh, we know it better, we invented something, oh, we're going to implement it because that's how the way I want to have it. Whatever you want is not important. The way how you think should be is not important, especially if you're a foreigner. It's not important. Oh, but I like your nasi though. I'm gonna take your nasi and make it Dutch, and that's the way we're gonna have it. Oh, I like your roti, right? I really like your roti though, but I'm gonna make it Dutch, and that's the way I like it, and that's the way I'm gonna serve it. But no, that's not how you. No, I don't want that way. I don't want it that way. We're gonna serve it that way. But that's not how you make it. No, 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 no. I'm gonna put jam on it and peanut butter, right, or mayonnaise, and that's the way we're gonna serve it. That's the way we're gonna sell it because I like it that way. Unbelievable, man. And it's the same shit I've seen in this club as well. Oh, we did so well with the total football back in the day in the 70s, right? Yo, could I have, oh, with so many great ideas, so many fresh playoffs. Oh man, the total football. We dominated the 70s. Oh, we won the Euros in 88. Oh, we did so well. Oh. Look at us now. When is the last time we actually did something in Europe? Now, I'm not talking about the national team. I also talk about the clubs. 2002, Feyenoord. That is 23 years ago. No, sorry, 24 years ago. The last time that that a Dutch club actually won something in Europe. Feyenoord Europa League. And after that, we just sporadically sometimes made it far in the European competitions. Meanwhile, I've seen fucking Portugal do better than us. With all due respect to Portugal, because they got great clubs as well. Porto, Benfica, and Sporting. But come on, man, you tell me that some of these clubs are better than Ajax, PSV, and Feyenoord? France always doing better than us. Unbelievable. We used to be a powerhouse, man. I'm not just talking about Ajax. I'm also talking about PSV and Feyenoord. We used to be powerhouses, man. But now we're jokes. Because we just stuck into this mentality of, oh yeah, we invented it. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Thank God PSV kind of like strays away from that though. But I know that the Eredivisie and Dutch clubs cannot compete with the bigger leagues that have so much money, right? Because when you build a great team, City or PSG or Madrid is around the corner to pluck your best players away. We've seen it with Ajax in 2019. They like Frenkie de Jong and Matthijs went away. No, it's unfortunate though, but that doesn't mean that we just have to fall in line. That doesn't mean that we just that we cannot create great players, man. But because for such a small country, we've seen Ballon d'Or winners, 3 of them. We've seen this country go far in those tournaments. 3 finals. Yes, we lost them, but 3 finals, man. Even won the Euros. This small ass country did all of that. Yet we're so small minded in the way we're thinking. We're not thinking bigger. We're not open to new ideas. We're not open to other cultures. We're not open, well, with a grain of salt. Let me say that, because we're open to other cultures, but with a grain of salt. Because if we do, if we tell them something that that we don't like or whatever it is, it's, oh no, but I want it this way. No, I don't like it so with a grain of salt. But still, actually, I want to say not really open to other cultures like that. No. When like it's so narrow minded, this country sometimes, man. And when I look at Ice, perfect example, so narrow minded, man. Because from the moment you brought Farioli in, what did we do? What did the media do? Sabotage him. Oh, he's an Italian. Oh, we play so defensive. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Listen, man, I say my shit about Farioli too, but one thing I will never say or said about Farioli was, oh, he's a foreigner. Oh, he's Italian. Oh, he don't know. No. I wanted him to succeed. Yes, he fumbled the title, and I was mostly upset about that. But if he stayed another season, I knew that with better players, this season, we would have probably won the title or won the Conference Baker. We would have won something. We would not be here, sitting here, if Farioli had another season, got some better players. That we would not be sitting here, me complaining about this club again, me complaining about that Ice is falling off the damn cliff of football. We would not be sitting here if Farioli got another season and that the club gave him what he wanted, let him implement his ideas, because he was definitely more modern with it. You need that at Ice, man. You need that. Because if you don't keep up with the times, they're going to turn into the clubs that I just said that it fell off grace, like Saint-Etienne, at Bordeaux. Of course, some of the stuff was because of money, but like I said, like there's so many clubs have fallen off grace that were great ones, and I don't want the Ice to be in that bracket, because believe it or not, Ice is one of the biggest names in football. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's a Dutch mentality. It's a Dutch thing, mentality wise. If you believe that what used to work in the past will work in the present, that's why. Then why change? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you believe that what used to work in the past will work in the, it it's not always guaranteed. It's not always guaranteed because times change. Times change. You cannot think that, oh, the way we used to play under Van Gaal would work in 29. Not guaranteed. Especially if you don't have the players for it. The one thing that if there were things that I want, like, because I know we don't have the team for it, so, but I think what's most important, if what I want from the past is the standard again, the standard of knowing who you're playing for. That's the most important. That should always remain intact. But the way that you're playing cannot always be intact, because you know why? Players go, players come. Managers go, managers come, and managers go. Players come, players go. You know, times change. Teams, you know what I'm saying, get smarter. Teams start to play better. certain teams started to play better. Certain teams started it changes. It changes. But honestly, eyes needs to be open to new ideas because as a big club, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to go with the times. Barcelona is quite a good example of that, right? Barcelona always like 4-3-3, all la Masia, like the total football. This is that, but Hansi Flick is playing a little different type of style, still with the philosophy, but a different type of style, different type, like a tweak. He tweaked it to his system. That's what makes you a good manager. If you're able to take that philosophy and tweak it and implement it. But sometimes you cannot do that simply because if you don't have to play, like Farioli last season, like I said, he could not play an attacking type of style, but simply because the players were not that good. So defending was the best option to get results. At least bring them back to fitness. At least make them work hard for it. That's how he compensated it, right? Yes, I'm gonna play defensive, but we still need to win games. At that helped that there was players like Henderson, right? That brought the mentality of, low, you got to work hard. You got to make sure we don't give up. You got to make sure that you keep it tight. Make sure we don't lose this game. Make sure we win it. That's the most important. Win it. No, because now we got Bonita Hortz, right? Bonita Hortz, they think that it's fucking Instagram, right? They think they're somewhere at a Johan Cruyff court somewhere, right? Bro, you're playing in the big league now. No more time for playing around. No more time for fooling around. Honestly, man, I think these players don't understand it. A lot of these players don't understand that. No, this is not a circus, man. This is not. I think even at the smaller clubs, they train harder than us. Their mentality is better than us. I think NSA. If I look at NSA, they have a better mentality than us at the moment. Even Telstar, because mentally we're weak, we're soft. Like, we're very soft. This is the softest Ajax team I've ever seen. So this is incredibly soft. Like, I've never seen a softer Ajax team in my lifetime. Even when Eriksen was here and all stuff like under the Frank de Boer, that team wasn't even that. Even those teams weren't soft as this Ajax, man. This Ajax is soft, incredibly soft, and doesn't help that you have a manager who's also soft, who has no idea where to put the right pieces, who has no idea how I don't think he has an idea of how he want to play. There's no idea whatsoever. Y'all bringing in managers that have just no idea how to play, how to set this team up. Stop it. We're bringing in managers that have no idea what the strengths and weaknesses are of these players. It's just unbelievable, man. It's just so unbelievable to me that a club like this has been ran to the ground, and the people that are running it are just fucking scammers. They're just like people that made a resume on Microsoft Word, right, or Canva, whatever it is. Just scammed a resume and it just made somewhere on Google and get the job. Honestly, man, I'm baffled by how we are run. They are running this club like an amateur club that plays on Saturday or Sunday. That should be playing in the Sunday league. You would think that this is a club that I, I, I don't know. I don't know how to explain to people that this was a club that once held the Champions League 4 times, and it's the record champion of the Netherlands. Honestly, I cannot. I cannot explain to anybody that's new to football and they would see Ajax for the first time, right? And they would think, "Oh, this is the biggest club in the Netherlands." Wow, they would think that they just came, they just got promoted to the Eredivisie if they would see this Ajax. You would think that they fell from grace years ago, got relegated, now are back up, like it's Sparta or Deportivo. Like, bro, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me, but I'm gonna get some water, people, because I've been talking for too long. But like, subscribe to the channel, like and share the video, and give me a minute. Yeah, no, saying. Wait, let me share this screen right here. This was the team that we had on Saturday, right? If you look at all these players, right? Anybody that's a Ajax fan, do you think that these players, right? Let's go back to the 7-year drought. Do you think that some of these players would play for those Ajax teams? I don't think so. I'm a wait. Let me see if I. Let me just for the team that actually almost won the league. Let's look at this team. All right, let's look at some of these names. And I can see Martin Stekelenburg. Do you think that Paas is better than Stekelenburg? No. Heitinga. Yes, he's a scrub of a manager, but he was a decent player. So if I look at some of these players that we have today, are they better than Heitinga? No. Jaap Stam. Absolutely not. Vermaelen. I'm not the biggest Vermaelen fan. Never was, but do you think is a player in this team better than Vermaelen? No. Urbi Emanuelson. Fitz Jim cannot tie his shoes. Cannot lace his boots at all, man. Like Urbi Emanuel, there's no player in this team that's also better than Urbi Emanuelson. Maduro. Nope. Babu. Nope. There's no player on this team that's better than Babu. Klaas and Huntelaar, definitely not. Wesley Sneijder, definitely not. Kenneth Perez, even Kenneth Perez, I will say, there's no player on this team that's better than Kenneth Perez. Even Kenneth Vermeer is better than Martin Paas and Jaros. Edgar Davis, we already know that nobody's touching him, man. That's one of my idols, man. Yeah, Roger. I don't remember Roger like that though. But of course, there's some plays where you're like, but those are bench players and stuff. Lindenberg was decent. I even think Lindenberg was better than some of these players that we have now. Tom de Mul, I think him and Holtz are quite. Mm, I think Holtz is probably better than Tom de Mul though. Gabri, Gabri is definitely better than any player that we have right now. Romerdal, better than any player we have right now. Ogararu, mm, yeah, nah. Well, actually, even Ogararu Mitea, I think we're better than anything we have now. Leonardo, yeah, Leonardo was underrated, but Leonardo was, yeah, right. And then look, some of the players that were actually like still youth pros, right? Like Toby Alderweireld, come on. Gregory van der Wiel, Verde Anita. Right? Even those players, come on, are way better than what we have right now. And I'm gonna even go like a season back when we won the Conference Bay Baker. As you can see, like Hatem Trabelsi, bro. There's nobody on this team that we have now better than him. Grigera as well, Galasek, Rosales, Charisteas. To me, is better than Weghorst. Pinar, uh, Anastasiu. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like even Bukari. Bukari is better than everybody that we have right now. Boakie. Damn, I remember. Yeah, so that's crazy. So even some of the players that we sold alone now, like Maxwell, come on, Maxwell, Nigel de Jong, all better than some of the players that we have right now. And let's look at the season after, right? Even some of the players are still better than the players we have right now. I'm even go back to like the 80s. Let's see. Um, go back to Google. Like Ajax 19. Let's say 1981. All right, 1981. So that is the season before Johan Cruyff came back, or well, 1981-82. Let's go with that team. Yeah. All right, move. Yeah, you got some players here that some of y'all never heard of, or I've mentioned them a few times. So yeah, like like, but look at the guy, Wim Kieft, definitely way better than everybody we have now. Marco van Basten, Chula Ling, Sean van der Schip, like as a manager, but he was a decent player, Sean van der Schip. Gerald Vandenberg is one of the best players the Netherlands has ever had, but just unfortunately never had the aspirations to, well, at least in his prime, to go to a big club in Europe. And a guy that, if you ask everybody that's like my dad's age that was around for the Ajax in the 80s, right? They'll tell you how incredible this guy was. This guy was. People thought he was Brazilian because the way he played was a Brazilian. It was like a Brazilian. Like he had a whole videotape um of um of the skills because it was just so different from anything we've seen in the Netherlands. Jelle Vandenberg. Now Jelle Vandenberg was till this day, I don't think there's anybody um close to his skill level in terms of like technique and dribbling in the Netherlands. Like that, like people talk about Memphis Depay or Noah Long. Nobody. There's only like a few that I would say came close to his dribble ability of dribbling, and that was an elite player for the Netherlands. I would say I think Ekar Davis kind of like had that flair like him, but Ekar Davis didn't do it as much, right? Seedorf as well, but not came close, but nah, not really. Like he probably till this day is the only guy that I would say was actually played like a Brazilian. Jettel Vandenberg. That guy was insanely good. Was two-legged. He also played futsal a lot, so that means like he has an incredible technique, right? Um, but yeah, he just didn't have the mentality like his mates from like Frank Rijkaard, Van Basten, Gullit, 'cause those were dogs. Those were assholes. So that's why they made it far. Like Ronald Koeman as well. But Jettel Vandenberg, if he had a dog just like these guys, bro, Jettel Vandenberg would have been had a much more recognized career. No, because he look at him, he was like he won a Champions League with PSV. A PSV that won in treble in '88. Hey, it is what European champion, yeah, 8-time Gaffer Banker, like yeah, 8-time champion, 5-time Gaffer Banker, Super Cup. So this guy had an incredible career. Well, what's with this man? No, but I'll definitely give Jello Feinberg props any time of the day. Yo, Andre's in the house. What is good, bro? That Gyökeres Eze. Bro, I'm gonna talk about Arsenal in a minute, man. But yeah, you're right, man. Eze and Gyökeres, we need to see him start against Chelsea. I just hope that this manager is not gonna do stupid shit, right? And put Eze on the left wing again and that Odegaard 10 or whatever. And then, no, we need to see Eze and Gyökeres play against Chelsea, start against Chelsea. Because Eze, you need to play him in form. Stop playing players, right, that are in form. Um, no, one game when they're performing, and the next thing you reward them with a seat on the bench. Like, don't do that. Play Eze and Gyökeres again, and I promise you, they're gonna lead us to the title. I believe so. If Eze and Gyökeres are starting against Chelsea, and he keeps starting these guys for the remaining 10 games that we have together, we are gonna win this title. I believe so. I believe so because that's what you want to see out of your team, right? You want to see Gyökeres is like Gyökeres not even having a bad season number wise. Because yeah, he should play better. He should score more. But trust me, if he's able in these 10 games to keep on scoring 1 or 2 goals, and Eze will score 1 or 2 goals, and the rest will catch up. I hope Saka scores some goals because believe it or not, I need Saka to score some goals, even though he's been ass. We're gonna win this title. Like we are gonna win this title. People say now, oh, but Spurs are so bad, or they're gonna relegate. It doesn't matter because you need to because we drew against Forest, Wolves, and they are in a relegation battle. So it doesn't matter, big or small, you have to win. And I hope Arsenal are able to do that. So against Chelsea, I hope I see the same lineup. Not Timber though. Timber needs some rest. So start Mosquera, right? I hope I see the same lineup against Chelsea that we saw yesterday. And then if we beat Chelsea, then we'll see what's going to happen. But I just hope that no, I think against the big teams, I'm not really that worried. The smaller teams is what I'm worried about, like Brighton, West Ham. Like those are the teams that I'm like, just don't drop points there. No, City still got a game in hand. I just hope that City drops points, but it's just tough. I feel like it's on us to not only beat City, but to make sure that City will not overtake us. It's all in our hands once again, unfortunately, because I don't trust Arteta and this team, when stuff is in their hands, to hold it real tight with a firm grip, not letting go of the opportunity. That's the problem that I have with this team. It's not that they're not bad, but can they finally not slip? Can they not fumble the ball like the Seattle Seahawks in 2013? It remains to be seen. I just hope for the best against Chelsea and the remaining games that we have after that. Even in the Champions League or FA Cup, I just hope that we at least, I like this, man. I don't care about the league. I want to win the League Cup, but at the same time, I just feel like the title. This is the title, man. It's about that now. The League Cup should have been won in the beginning. Now it's about the titles and the Champions League. One of these two things need to be won this season. It's not. I hope both though. But one of these two things need to be won. So I hope Arteta is not stupid enough. Well, that's wishful thinking because Arteta is quite stupid, right? He is quite dumb. And be so egotistical and narcissistic that, oh, I'm going to do it my way. Man, Arteta could have been Dutch. I swear, Arteta really could have been Dutch with the way that he always wants to, oh, I want it that way. Oh, I like it that way, so I'm going to have it that way. Arteta really could have been Dutch. His name could have been Michael Ardenhout or something like that, man. Michael Ardenhout. Oh, I want it that way. I like it that way, so I'm going to have it that way, even though it don't work. Even though that's not how the way you do it. Dutch people, bro. I swear, Dutch people, like when you look at they should have a picture of Dutch people or the Dutch flag on the word insanity in the dictionary, right? Because the definition of insanity, right, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Dutch people should, like, the Dutch flag should be next to the word insanity. I swear to God. And also a picture of Mikel Arteta, because he also likes to do the same stuff over and over again, knowing it don't work. So, it remains to be seen, man. But Mikel Arteta really couldn't have been Dutch, man. I don't know. Maybe he got some Dutch ancestors. I hope you guys win the league, man. Anybody but wait, who do you support, by the way? I want to know, who do you support? Yeah. So, okay, back to eyes, man. Because I was like Jesper Olsen, bro. Even Mika Hos wishes he was as good as Jesper Olsen, and even Bonita, Johan Cruijff. Come on, Johan Cruijff already. Like Søren Lerby, Frank Rijkaard, Wim Jansen, Errol Ophoff was a decent player. Molenhauer, like Siloy, Peter Boef was like some of these players were so, Jesus Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Liverpool. Oh, yeah. Listen, you're one of the one of the few Liverpool fans that I've seen that are not really like doing this whole city pool gimmick. Like I see a lot of Liverpool fans over the years doing this whole city pool relationship thing or whatever it is, man. Like honestly, I don't know what it is with football nowadays. When like you're cucking for your rivals or you're cucking for your title rivals. Like, stop doing that, man. Shouldn't be like that in sports that people are sucking each other off in a title race. I don't give a fuck if City fans hate Arsenal and Arsenal fans hate City, bro. It's you know what I'm saying? Like it should be like that because y'all want to win. Y'all want to like suck off each other. Y'all want to win. No, and I think there are lots of Liverpool fans like you that think the same way. Like, oh fuck City, man. Like we're Liverpool. We're a big club. You know. Unfortunately, y'all didn't have a great season. I thought this season was going to be another season of Liverpool dominance, but Maybe next season. Bonita is talented. Bonita is very talented, but the thing is, Bonita is he's sucked into the mentality of the way Ice is now. Like everything is rosy and it's okay. We play good in general, even though we drew 1-1 or whatever. Like Bonita, no, I wish he had the same mentality as Hakim Ziyech, my guy right here. Because Hakim Ziyech was angry all the time. Hakim Ziyech was angry all the time, man. Like Hakim Ziyech, he would have scored a world class goal for us, and he would not be satisfied. And that's what like. It goes back to what I said in the beginning. Back in the days, our slogan was "At Eyes, we are never satisfied." And that's the thing with Bonita. Bonita definitely needs to get better, though. He has a long way to go. The talent is there, but if he keeps playing like the way he played against NSA, Gariso might take his spot. But Bonita should not play on the right wing anyway. It should play in the midfield. Should play as a 10. Like that's the thing. Eyes got some talents though, but they need the right environment. They need the right manager, and they need some true leaders to guide these players to install the principles of this club, the principles of this club, the true mentality of this club. The because it's cool and all that we keep bragging about history. I don't want to keep going back to like the times uh of the AJAX, the great Ajax teams. It's been there, it's done that. We cannot go back to 2019 anymore. It's done. We cannot go back to 1995. It's done. The 70s is done. 92 is done. All of these teams, some of them I've seen, and some of them my dad has seen, or so it's history. It's already etched in stone. Now it's time to create new history. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I see Bodo Glimt just beat Inter's ass. Come on, we could do that as well. With all due respect to Bodo Glimt, man, I still don't forgive these motherfuckers for giving Spurs or helping Spurs win a Europa League. But it happened. We move on. Like Bodo, you cannot tell me that Bodo Glimt is better than Ajax, man. We beat them 2 years ago. We beat them in the Conference League. And now you tell me that Bodo Glimt is better than Ajax? Like it's sad to see, man. That's what I'm scared of. Like sooner or later, Bodo Glimt will be better than Ajax. Come on. You know what I'm saying? That every dog has his day, but trust me, man. If I see another season of this next season, and I have to see PSV walk away with it again, like they just walking into a candy store, right? And not even paying for it. They just take the shit and walk out of it, and nobody's even calling the cops. It's PSV. Just stealing without repercussions. And Feyenoord and Ajax just standing there doing nothing. Especially Ajax. Feyenoord still like tries, but doesn't know. And Ajax is just standing there like a statue. Doesn't care. Like honestly, do the players and do the people that work there at Ajax actually care that if this continues, PSV will overtake us? And if that happens, I will lose my shit. Even with Feyenoord, I will be mad. But I can tolerate Feyenoord. I have so much respect for Feyenoord. I fuck with Feyenoord. Also because Rotterdam is close to The Hague, but nevertheless, I've grew up with some Feyenoord around the family because I have family in Rotterdam, right? I used to know Salomon Kalou and Bonaventure Kalou, right? I had cousins who played for Feyenoord. You know, my dad played for the amateurs, right? So I kind of fuck with Feyenoord. But PSV, absolutely not, man. I just cannot tolerate that club, man. And they had great players, Ronaldo, Romario, right? And they also stole our players from back in the Vaandenburg and Kiev and all that stuff, right? So it's not like PSV didn't have great players. No, the Robben, Van Nistelrooy, right? It had great players. But there's just something about that club and I grew up always seeing them doing the Fergie time shit, always winning in the last minute goal, PSV, last minute PSV. They were the Manchester United of the Netherlands in terms of like playing style, like always Fergie time, last minute. Honestly, man, I was hoping Cadizo would play against NEC. Me too, because especially with the space that you have from like behind the defenders with his speed, right? Because NEC were like playing high pressure, so you need somebody that goes like deep. Because Hortz is the only guy that can do that, but Hortz is not clinical, and Hortz is also like playing for himself, you know. So you needed a guy that's eager with a lot of energy coming off the bench, and he would have probably scored as well, scoring his debut. When's the last time an Ice player actually done that? Scoring your debut used to be a tradition, not anymore. Big up as always. Yeah, hey, yo, Godfrey is in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to be a man. Now you don't see youth players scoring their debut anymore. You don't see any player that's new scoring their debut anymore. It used to be a tradition. Honestly, man, like Ajax is falling off the cliff. Not even falling off the cliff. They just launched themselves off the cliff. They were like Geronimo. Yeah. And did not give a fuck because it's all okay. We did pretty well. That's the mentality. You know, honestly, it is what it is, man. 10 more games of ice. I'm not gonna watch the remainder of the season anymore. Like it is what it is. And this team is not gonna end up second. It's whatever. I just wait for next season. I'm just waiting for next season. No. Big up Devontae, YouTube. Oh, yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Like it's probably YouTube. They were hating. But yeah, you in the house, my guy. You in the house for sure. But yeah, man, like I'll just wait for next season. Like I said, I think on 2, 3 videos ago, right? The next manager, whoever's going to be appointed, will be crucial because then I will have my predictions ready of if we are going to win something or going to do something next season, and also who's going to be coming in terms of players and who's going to go out. Those two factors are the most important. And when that is said and done, then I'll have my prediction because I can already see it coming from a mile away if who they're gonna appoint. And I hope, and I hope, and I hope to God that it's a foreigner because with Dutch managers, it's not it now. People talking about Dick Schreuder, right? Because he's doing cool. He was doing a good job at NSA. I just don't trust him with this Ajax, man. We need something new. I just don't trust Dick Schreuder. YouTube hating on greatness. YouTube definitely hating, man. But enough of Ajax now, man. Let's talk about Arsenal for a bit, right? Because we got Chelsea around the corner. Last night was a very, very, very um satisfying ass whooping, right? We gave Spurs what they deserve, and it's a beating of a lifetime. And now they are rock bottom, like a rock finishing move where they should be. But I don't think they're going to relegate though. I think Spurs is still too good to relegate, but this team just don't give a fuck anymore. I think some of these players are just checked out already because they did like some of these players are just like no, looking for greener pastures, man. Yeah, as they was doing the spin of Rooney. Oh yeah, he was like he was telling Spurs, "Can you dig it, sucker?" Yo, Spurs is cursed. Yep, Spurs is cursed, and I just hope the curse continues because they thought, oh, that they won the Europa League. Now all of a sudden they could hang with the big dogs, and now that all of a sudden it's a new era, like Triple H every week with WWE new era, oh new era. Meanwhile, Spurs is really looking like WWE washed. It's finished. No new era. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Spurs will. No, you hope Spurs will relegate, but I just don't. I don't see it happening because. But I have a feeling somewhere tells me that it's going to happen. And if they do, I don't know if they will come back because their best players will want to leave. Like Van de Ven is probably definitely going to leave. Xavi Simons is going to leave. And I'm gonna keep it honest about Xavi Simons, right? This guy is talented, but I feel like he peaked way too early. I think Xavi Simons already peaked when he was young at Barcelona at La Masia. And the problem was that he made so like I said on my video last night, Xavi Simons made a lot of stupid choices in his career. I don't know who the hell he listened to, but he should have stayed at La Masia. He went to PSG. And from PSG he went to PSV. Another dumb choice. Should have went to Ajax. Then didn't stay at PSV, only stayed there one season, went to Leipzig. And he did good there though. But I don't think he should have stayed one more year at PSV. That probably would have helped him much more than going to Leipzig. And now he chose Spurs of all teams because he thought, oh, they missed out on Eze. I can be their answer now. And now he's a flop that barely anybody talks about. You know what I'm saying? Xavi, no, I don't know. I just don't think that he's the next guy for us. I feel like Xavi Simons is good, but I just don't think that he thinks he tries to be Neymar. I just don't think he will be the face of this new generation of Dutch players. Like I feel like he really peaked too early, way too early. No, it's not his fault, but at the same time it is because he made stupid choices. No, as they realize he owns as they just he's an Arsenal fan, and he played for the club when he was young. He is back again. No, he's just a proper Arsenal, just proper Arsenal. But Spurs can have a new era. Yeah, they can have a new era there. Xavi Simons made a mistake, bro. Should have just he. I think Bayern would perfect or Chelsea, but I think because I remember Yasser when I was talking to Yasser about it. Yasser said that somebody in Chelsea didn't want Xavi Simons. They didn't rate him. That's why they moved in. Didn't happen because I think he really wanted Chelsea though. And I think he would have fitted Chelsea much better with Enzo Maresca before he got fired or walked away. Like this guy got no patience. He just like just for any big move that's right there, he just goes for it straight away instead of like really panning out his career or just have the patience. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, PSV was balling. He was top scorer. He was top scorer of the league at PSV. And then they got Noah Long. They was looking like they were about to like have a dynamic duo, him and Noah Long. And then he left, and I mean, PSG still won it, but I think under Peter Bosz, him and Noah Long would have done damage if they already didn't do damage. They would have done more damage. But he went to Leipzig. I think there's the same thing with Barcelona when he was in La Masia. Like PSG offered him more, whatever it was, and he left. I feel like the same thing might happen to Dro. You know, the player from Barcelona just left to PSG. I think the same thing might happen to Dro. Maybe, but we'll see if Dro. He's still young, so we'll see how it pans out. Our boy said Simmons was too expensive. Yeah. Mm, I don't know how much. I don't remember how much Leipzig asked for Simmons though. I don't remember that. I think it was like 60 or 70 million or something like that. I don't know. Too expensive. I find it funny. But yeah, that Joe came might have. I think I feel like Joe might have the same type of career trajectory as Xavi Simons. Another guy that shouldn't leave too early because I feel like he would have definitely got his chances a lot more. Like now, a lot of these young players nowadays, man, they're not patient anymore. It's a TikTok generation. No patience. Everything has to go just like that. TikTok generation. No patience. You know what I'm saying? Joe, I felt like Joe would have got like a lot more playing time next season, though. I feel like this season he should have got more playing time. But you know, Hansi Flick, like he overplays Jamal, you know. Meanwhile, you got Rooney on the bench. Yeah, Hansi Flick can be stubborn, man. So now we're stuck with Nicholas. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, you have Nicholas Jackson, man. But don't worry though, Bayern still win the league and maybe go far in Champions League though. Unfortunately, yeah, agents are the hounds of duty. Agents are leeches. No, agents are scum. No, I'm not saying that every agent is selfish, but most of them, it's like lawyers, you know. They just walk the gray line because at the end of the day, it's also mostly for their own benefit, right? They're helping the players out, right? And of course, like the player should get their money, right? But at the end of the day, they have to do their job as well as an agent. They have to get their money. So I think agents really ruin the sport. And it's not just football because in basketball the same thing. You know, Rich Paul with his bitch ass, man, but it's whatever. Um, yeah. So yeah, Spurs. Like I said, if they relegate, right? So like, Van de Ven will leave, and I hope he leaves to Barcelona because Barca would definitely need him. Simons. I think Spence might leave as well. And this is an unpopular opinion though, but I want Spence at Arsenal. He's an Arsenal fan, first of all. Second of all, it would fit this team perfectly. Spence, I would love Spence at Arsenal. Go ahead. We need another Sol Campbell moment. Come to Arsenal, bro. Like Spence might leave if they relegate, and I would love him at Arsenal, man. We need because White might be finished, right? So I think next season I will sell White and bring Spence if they relegate. Um, Vicario might leave as well because Vicario is not that bad of a goalkeeper though, but he's clumsy. Um, Dominic Solanke might Like there are a lot of players. It's crazy though if you think about it though. If you look at Spurs, if they're going to relegate, out like half their team will leave. That's not possible, right? Because I think Solanke was trying to leave. Richarlison definitely wasn't going to leave. Then he'd probably go to Saudi or go back to Brazil. Romero will definitely leave. Yeah, Romero will leave as well. I think probably go to Spain or Italy. I think only Bissouma will stay. I think Papa might have saw blood. Like I think he might stay. Bergvall might stay. Tell might stay. Gallagher gonna stay because he just arrived, so he probably will stay. Porro might leave to go to Spain. Who else? Like Kudus. I think Kudus is gonna leave. Udoji might, but yeah, Kudus is gonna leave if they're gonna relegate. Kudus is not gonna stay. And I feel like that's another play that Arsenal should get. Unpopular opinion again, because I know they're not gonna sell Saka. Saka on 300K. But bro, Kudus on the right wing for Arsenal. I mean, yeah, never mind. It's not gonna happen, man, because then we should have got him before he went to Spurs. But Kudus is definitely gonna leave. And I think to another English team, maybe if Kudus was bound to leave, I think he would maybe go to Liverpool or Man United. Because again, Arsenal should have gotten him. But this manager wants to protect Saka because he know like if Kudus was coming, Saka was gonna hold bench. That's why he went for Madueke anyway. Kudus definitely his last season with us, he was balling though. When he was playing like in the false nine, right wing. Kudus. I don't know why Kudus went there, man. Should have stayed at West Ham then. Might as well just stay there if you're gonna relegate. Yeah, but Kudus was balling. Yeah, and Ten Hag should have played. Well, he was also injury prone, but Ten Hag really never trusted him, unfortunately. Who else they got that? Alderbear's gonna stay there. Kinski gonna stay. Archie Gray's gonna stay. Bentancur might stay. I think Bentancur's gonna stay. Madison is gonna stay because he just returned from an injury then, and then Kulusevski. I think those two will stay if they go relegate. And I might miss some players though. I think Palinha. Oh yeah, Palinha. I think Palinha is definitely gonna go somewhere else if they're gonna relegate. Palinha's good. I like Palinha. I wanted him at Arsenal when he was at Fulham, but he went to Bayern though. Dragushin is also gonna stay. Dragushin is average, man. I don't think he's that good. Oh yeah, they have Kolo Muani. Well, but did they buy him or did they loan Kolo Muani? Like, help me out, because I think they bought him or loaned him from Juventus. Like Kolo Muani. Not that Kolo Muani is that good though, but you know, Mbappe raised him, but I don't trust Mbappe with talent ID, to be honest. Kolo Muani. I don't know, man. Yeah, as they cooked him though, but listen, man, Palinha. No, we have Norgard now, so I mean, it's kind of like unnecessary to have Palinha now because we got Norgard. I think Norgard and Palinha kind of like the same profile a bit, but I think Palinha got that piri grinta, I call it Portuguese grinta, But yeah. Yeah, Muani's on loan. Okay, yeah. Muani's going back to Juventus. Bro, speaking about Juventus, man, Juventus fell the fuck off. Another club that's is suffering in mediocrity. Bro, they've been so bad that they have French Montana performing for them. Bro, French Montana. It's not like we're talking about J. Cole or even ASAP Rocky, man. French Montana. When was the last time he had a hit? No, that guy too busy boning the princess or of what are the sheikhs of, I think, Qatar or Dubai, something there. No, no, I'm saying, like, bro, Juventus fell the fuck off, man. Bro, if I look at the line, bro, let's look at the lineup. Let's look at the lineup. I'm gonna bring the Juventus lineup because Juventus has been god awful, man. Bro, that team used to be filled with superstars, man. And you look, let's look, just look at the last game's lineup against Como when they lost 2-0. Cesc Fabregas, of course, coaching that team, man. Shout out to Cesc. I hope he is the next manager, man. But look at this garbage ass Juventus team. Like, honestly, what the fuck is this, bro? What is this? Lloyd Kelly, who the hell is he? Gotti, average. Gold miners. Man, I think gold miners is not really like the level you should strive for at Juventus. Right? Because gold miners is decent, but for mid-table teams, I would say. Like Cambiaso, Locatelli is okay. Kefren Turam should have not went to Juventus. I think he's good though. McKennie is average. Miretti, who the hell is that? This is like their best player. And Openda, bro. Openda made it wrong. Like Openda is also average. Also mid-table player. And then who the fuck they got on the bench? Conceição, that's also a great player. Like Conceição and Yildiz, they're their best players. Jeremy Bogart, mid-table player. Johnson David, man, that guy got the PR of LeBron, of Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, man. This guy was linked to top clubs every season, and then he goes to Juventus, and he's Johnson David, man. That guy is scamming, man. That guy's a scammer, Johnson David, man. Filip Kostic, mid-table player. He did good at Frankfurt, at Groningen, but this is not the level Juventus should try. A lot of these players are mid-table. Atish, who the hell is that? You look at the bench. Zegrova is also mid-table. Juan Cabral or Cabal. Who? Pierre Kalulu is also mid-table. Milik is past his prime. Vlahovic, bro, that Vlahovic. Listen, I wanted him at Arsenal when he was at Fiorentina, but this guy is also not really that good. Bremer, yeah, man, bro. Honestly, man, what, bro? Juventus fell the fuck off, man. Another club that is just like Marseille, Ajax. I don't know what it is with these clubs, man, but Italy as a whole have a big mentality problem. Has a big problem. Like, it's not just Juventus, because like Juventus to me, like the only clubs that still do something is Inter and Napoli here and there. But even Napoli this season has not really been good for the most part, right? And AC Milan, like they're second, but AC Milan fell off a long time ago, even before this season. When they won a Scudetto in 2022, like they should have. I thought they were back to being AC Milan again, and no, it hasn't happened. Like Serie A as a whole got a huge problem, man, and it's so unfortunate because Serie A was the best league for a long time, from the 80s till the 2000s. AC Milan was dominating for 3 decades. 3 decades, like LL Cool J. Yeah, LL Cool J. For 3 decades long, had hits, you know? And it's sad to see what's happened of Serie A. Juventus, like, it wasn't that long ago that Juventus had a top team that was still winning Scudettos, like when they had Cristiano Ronaldo there. But bro, now they got mid-table players, man. Like it's only like 3 players that I would say, or 4 players that I would say will be at top clubs. Kefren Turam, Yildiz, Locatelli, and Conceição. And Conceição was at Ajax, by the way. And they fumbled him. Dumbass Ajax, right? But honestly, that's not Juventus level, man. Juventus used to have ballers, man. Zidane, Del Piero, Edgar Davids, right? Trezeguet, Platini was there. What's my guy from Michael Laudrup was there, right? What's my guy's name? This he passed away. If he was played for Chelsea. What's his name again? He played for Chelsea as well. Vialli. They had Zlatan playing there. Like Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo played there. Yeah. Vialli, man. Vialli, R.I.P. Vialli, man. That Chiellini, Bonucci there. Nedved there, right? They're incredible players, man. Conte was also a great player, man. Conte was there. There's so many great players in Juventus, man. Like, again, you see this. Come on. Oh my god, man. Like, even some of the lesser players, man. Like Jofinko is better than what I've seen here. Barzagli, right? Balzaretti, right? Daniel Alves played for them as well. Evra played for them. Van der Sar played for Juventus. All better than this. Like De Ligt, even De Ligt is better than these players here, man. Matthijs De Ligt, Buffon. Like the list goes on, man. Let's look at some of these players that if I search Juventus, right? If I search some of the players that played for this club, man. Like Inzaghi. Damn, Inzaghi's better than what we had. Thuram, Petri Vieira, Sambrota, Cannavaro, Camoranesi, right? Oh, incredible players, man. Dybala was a baller, man, over there. Just injured too many times, man. Unfortunately, just so many injuries, right? Even Mandzukic is better than what they have now. Mandzukic, Alexandro, Higuain, like better players than what they have now. Like even some of the lesser players, like I said, you know what I'm saying? This is awful. Like this is god awful, man. Like that Juventus had ballers, man. Now look at this. No, I'm not really a big Juventus fan like that. Like I always loved AC Milan, man. Even AC Milan, bro. AC Milan fell off hard as well, man. Yeah, let's look at the AC Milan lineup. Like just I'm gonna end the stream though in like 5 minutes, but I just want to say AC Milan. Look at this. Like Mayon's a good goalkeeper, right? They got some good players though. Like Mayon's good, Modric of course, but he's already like close to retirement. Pulisic is okay, right? The LeBron James of soccer, man. Fuck out of here with all that, man. Like Tomori's okay. Like Leao's good. Rabiot is yeah. Like this is not really AC Milan level, man. Like AC Milan. Look at the bench. Look at the bench. What is this? Fulcru. Nkunku. I never Yusuf bro. Nah, come on, man. Santiago Jimenez. Bro, Milan, man. Milan had incredible players back in the day. We all know Kaká, right? Zlatan played for them as well. Um, Cafu, um, Nesta, Maldini, Baresi, Gattuso, Andrea Pirlo. By the way, also played for Juventus. Pirlo, right? Van Basten, Gullit Rijkaard, the big three. No, even Ancelotti was an incredible player. Donadoni, um, George Weah, Baggio. Man, they had some Kaká. I think I saw you say Kaká. Ronaldinho, even Ronaldinho when he wasn't that great anymore, but he was still good. Ronaldinho, like Shevchenko, Inzaghi. Wait, sorry, peoples. They have so many ballers, man. Jeez, even Kevin Prince Boateng was good for them, right? Um, Savicevic, man, they have some players, man. Savicevic that scored that crazy goal against Barcelona in '94. Um, let's see, because they also had a player that got injured. So a young Italian player, he got injured, unfortunately, and then he was never the same again. But he was also good. I think was what's his name as well? Let me see. His name was oh yeah, there's Jean-Pierre Papin as well, man. Jean-Pierre Papin. Bro, there's Seedorf. Yeah, there's Seedorf. Even Davids played for them, right? Clifford played for them only a season, but Reisiger. What's it? Tassotti was also incredible. Costa Curta. Um, Rui Costa. Wait, was that oh man, Lentini. Bro, Lentini was an incredible talent and he got injured. I think in a car crash. And he never was the same player again though. Also rushed himself back on the pitch. But Lentini was bro. That could have been one of the next great Italian players though. But he was still decent, but never the same after that injury, unfortunately. That Boban, man, there's some players back in the day, man. Like that Dida was Dida, right? They had Dida. Yeah, that Stum played for them. Jaap Stum, Crespo. Bro, the AC Milan has some players, man. And now look at this. Some of the best players in the world, or the cream of the crop, Ballon d'Or winners used to play for AC Milan. And now they cannot even attract like some of the best players in the world anymore. It's sad, man. It's so sad to see because AC Milan, like I might forget some other names as well that they had that were incredible though for them, you know, because the list goes on. It's just like Juventus, man. That Juventus also have like an endless list, right? But like, yeah. Oh yeah, Balotelli also played for AC Milan though. Yeah, Balotelli, right? Um, man, I'm just thinking, like, there's so many great players that play for AC Milan. I mean, Ronaldo played for them, right? Past his prime, but he was still average. Nah. Ronaldo, Beckham played for them a bit. Um, Alexander, oh, Pato. Pato was also incredible, man. Pato, another player that too many injuries killed his career. Alexandre Pato, man. Bro, they had some players, man. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. I was actually gonna talk about Arsenal, but no, I ain't. We'll just wait for the Chelsea game, right? Uh, boys got to work tomorrow, so we'll leave it at that. People like definitely enjoyed the last part talking, like just talking football, man. Just talking, going back to the old school, man. Talking about City R, Juventus. I need to do more with that though, man. Like, bro. But yeah, we'll say that for just cooling. But with that being said, wait, before I leave, let's see how many likes we are. Wait, 3 likes. Need to do better, but it is what it is, man. Just share it, share the live stream. Make sure everybody sees it. Make sure that they subscribe and like this video, and push this channel, because we need to get at least by the end of the year 200 subscribers. So we're on 139. We need to do better, peoples, but we'll get there. That's for sure. Still early, but yeah. We move on to the weekend. I think if I'm not gonna do any other stream for the weekdays, then the weekend, of course, you're gonna see the match action for Arsenal Chelsea. So I hope I see Gyökeres as a start, and of course a victory. With that being said, I'm out, peoples. Have a blessed evening.